Think about how many different medications you've tried for your prostate problem. All of them come with side effects and endless prescriptions. But a small miracle from the Amazon rainforest is giving hope to men seeking a drug-free solution. And just a handful is enough. Every morning, millions of men over 60 wake up exhausted. Not because they didn't sleep long enough, but because they barely slept at all. The constant nighttime trips to the bathroom, the pressure, the discomfort. It's more than just an inconvenience. It's stealing your energy, your confidence, and your quality of life. The worst part? Most men suffer in silence, believing it's just an inevitable part of aging that they have to accept. I've seen this scenario play out thousands of times in my practice. Men come in defeated, having tried everything from over-the-counter supplements to prescription medications. They've been told that their options are limited. Either manage the symptoms with drugs that often cause sexual side effects, or consider invasive procedures with lengthy recovery times. And what's the usual advice? Take this pill. Try this procedure. Just accept it as part of aging. But what if there was another way? A natural approach that targets the root cause of prostate enlargement without the side effects that come with prescription medications? I'm Dr. Rachel Thompson, and for over 25 years, I've specialized in natural health solutions for aging adults. I've helped thousands of men reclaim their prostate health, sleep through the night again, and regain the energy they thought was gone forever. Today, I'm going to share with you what might be the most powerful natural prostate remedy available. One that most doctors never mention. It comes from the heart of the Amazon rainforest, and it's been used by indigenous healers for centuries before modern medicine even acknowledged prostate problems. I'm talking about the Brazil nut, nature's most concentrated source of selenium, and a powerhouse for prostate health. This unassuming nut contains more selenium than any other food on the planet, and that's significant because selenium plays a crucial role in prostate health. Before I explain exactly how this works, I want to invite you to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell, so you never miss potentially life-changing health information like this. And if you're struggling with prostate issues right now, type yes in the comments below. If you've tried everything and nothing seems to work, type help. I read every comment and want to understand your situation. Now let's get back to this remarkable natural solution. The Brazil nut isn't just another health food trend. It's backed by serious research showing powerful effects on prostate tissue. But to understand why it works so effectively, we need to first understand what's really happening in your prostate gland. By the time most men reach 60, their prostate has begun to enlarge, a condition doctors call benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. This isn't cancer, but it can feel just as devastating to your quality of life. As the prostate tissue swells, it squeezes the urethra, creating that frustrating urgency, weak flow, and constant nighttime trips to the bathroom. Many men also experience discomfort, pressure, and even pain as the condition progresses. But what causes this swelling in the first place? For years, doctors blamed it entirely on hormonal changes. But new research reveals something different. Chronic inflammation driven by oxidative stress is a major trigger. This inflammation creates a cycle of damage and repair that leads to abnormal tissue growth and enlargement. This is where Brazil nuts come in. They contain the highest natural concentration of selenium found in any food on Earth. Selenium isn't just another mineral. It's a crucial component of selenoproteins, enzymes that play a vital role in reducing oxidative stress and inflammation throughout the body, including in the prostate gland. Just one Brazil nut contains approximately 90 micrograms of selenium, more than 100% of your daily requirement. But why does selenium matter so much for your prostate? Because it activates glutathione peroxidase, one of your body's most powerful antioxidant enzymes. Think of it as your internal fire department, rushing to put out the inflammatory fires that are causing your prostate to swell. When these inflammatory fires burn unchecked, they damage healthy prostate tissue and trigger an overactive healing response. This response leads to excessive cell growth and, ultimately, enlargement of the gland. By activating glutathione peroxidase, selenium helps neutralize the free radicals that fuel inflammation, effectively breaking this cycle of damage and abnormal growth. In a groundbreaking clinical study published in the Journal of Urology, Men who increased their selenium intake saw a reduction in prostate inflammation markers by up to 34% in just 12 weeks. Their symptoms improved dramatically, less urgency, stronger flow, and most importantly, fewer nighttime bathroom trips. But the benefits don't stop there. Brazil nuts also contain impressive amounts of zinc, another mineral crucial for prostate health. Zinc concentrates in prostate fluid at levels 10 times higher than in your bloodstream. It helps regulate cell growth and prevents the abnormal tissue expansion that leads to BPH. When zinc levels are low, which happens frequently as men age, the prostate becomes more vulnerable to inflammation and abnormal growth. Brazil nuts also contain L-arginine, an amino acid that supports nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide helps relax the smooth muscle tissue in the prostate and bladder neck, improving urine flow and reducing pressure. This addresses one of the most frustrating symptoms of BPH, the feeling of not being able to empty the bladder completely. Let me tell you about James, a 67-year-old patient of mine who came to me after trying 3 different prostate medications. He was frustrated by the side effects: dizziness, fatigue, and worst of all, sexual dysfunction. The very medications meant to improve his quality of life were making it worse. He'd reached a point where he was considering prostate surgery, despite the risks and recovery time involved. When I suggested something as simple as Brazil nuts, he was understandably skeptical. After all, how could something so basic help when powerful pharmaceuticals had failed? But James was also desperate for an alternative, so he agreed to give it a try before moving forward with surgery. We started him on a simple protocol: 3 Brazil nuts every morning with his breakfast. That's it. No complicated regimen, no expensive supplements. Just 3 nuts consistently every day. I also advised him to stay well hydrated during the day, but to taper off fluid intake after dinner to minimize nighttime urination. Within just 2 weeks, James noticed something remarkable. He was only getting up once at night instead of his usual 4 times. By week 4, he sometimes slept straight through until morning. His daytime symptoms improved too: less urgency, stronger flow, and a sense of emptying his bladder completely. "I feel like I got my life back," he told me during his follow-up visit. "I never thought something so simple could make such a difference." His PSA levels, which had been elevated, began to normalize, and his quality of life scores improved by over 60%. The best part? Unlike the medications he'd tried, there were no side effects. His energy improved, his mood lifted, and his relationship with his wife blossomed again now that he wasn't exhausted all the time. He canceled his surgery consultation and continued with this simple natural approach instead. James isn't alone. I've seen similar results with hundreds of patients. But how exactly do these nuts work their magic? The science behind Brazil nuts' effect on prostate health is fascinating and multifaceted. Brazil nuts fight prostate inflammation through multiple pathways simultaneously. First, the selenium activates your body's antioxidant defense system, particularly glutathione production. Glutathione is your body's master antioxidant, and it works at the cellular level to reduce inflammation and oxidative damage. It specifically targets the inflammatory cytokines that contribute to prostate enlargement. Second, Brazil nuts contain unique plant sterols that help regulate DHT, a hormone that can stimulate prostate growth when levels become imbalanced. By gently modulating these hormones, Brazil nuts help prevent the overstimulation that leads to enlargement. Third, they're rich in magnesium, which helps relax the smooth muscle tissue in the prostate and bladder neck. This relaxation allows for easier, more complete urination, addressing one of the most frustrating symptoms of BPH. Magnesium also supports better sleep quality, which is crucial for men whose rest is frequently interrupted by bathroom trips. But perhaps most remarkably, Brazil nuts contain ellagic acid, a powerful polyphenol that research shows can actually help shrink enlarged prostate tissue by promoting apoptosis, the natural elimination of damaged or unnecessary cells. This doesn't just mask symptoms. It helps reverse the underlying condition. What makes Brazil nuts particularly effective is the synergy between these compounds. Rather than targeting a single pathway like most medications do, Brazil nuts address multiple aspects of prostate health simultaneously. This holistic approach is often more effective for complex conditions like BPH, where multiple factors contribute to the problem. Now you might be wondering, if Brazil nuts are so effective, why hasn't your doctor recommended them? The answer is simple but unfortunate. Most medical schools provide doctors with less than 25 hours of nutrition education across 4 years of training. Medications, not foods, become their primary tool. Additionally, there's no pharmaceutical company spending millions on marketing Brazil nuts to doctors. Unlike with prescription drugs, there are no sales representatives visiting medical offices to promote the benefits of these natural foods. There's simply no profit incentive to promote something that can't be patented or exclusively sold. That's not to criticize doctors. They're doing their best with the training they've received. But it does explain why powerful natural solutions often remain overlooked in conventional practice. Some men ask me if taking a selenium supplement works just as well. The research suggests no whole Brazil nuts contain cofactors and additional compounds that work synergistically with selenium. The whole food is greater than the sum of its parts, which is why I always recommend the actual nuts rather than isolated supplements. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that selenium from food sources was more effective at raising glutathione peroxidase levels than isolated selenium supplements. The researchers concluded that whole food sources of selenium should be preferred over supplements for optimal biological activity. Now let's talk about how to incorporate Brazil nuts into your daily routine for maximum benefit. The dosage is crucial. More is not better when it comes to selenium. Too much can actually cause problems, including an increased risk of diabetes and even adverse effects on prostate health. For most men, 2 to 3 Brazil nuts per day is the sweet spot. This provides approximately 200 micrograms of selenium, enough to support prostate health without risking toxicity. I recommend eating them first thing in the morning, as selenium absorption is enhanced when taken with other foods. Some of my patients chop them up and add them to oatmeal or yogurt. Others simply eat them whole as a quick morning snack. One particularly effective method is to soak them overnight in water, which can reduce their phytic acid content and improve mineral absorption. The important thing is consistency. This isn't a quick fix, but rather a sustainable approach to long-term prostate health. Missing a day here and there won't derail your progress, but the best results come from making Brazil nuts a regular part of your morning routine. You should begin noticing improvements within 2 weeks, with the full benefits usually appearing around the 1-month mark. And unlike medications, which often lose effectiveness over time, Brazil nuts tend to provide sustained relief as long as you continue consuming them regularly. There are a few precautions to keep in mind. If you're allergic to tree nuts, Brazil nuts are obviously not for you. And if you're taking blood thinners, check with your doctor, as the vitamin E in Brazil nuts might slightly enhance the effect of these medications. Also, quality matters. Look for organic Brazil nuts when possible, as conventional ones may contain mold or fungal residues that can actually increase inflammation. Store them in the refrigerator to maintain freshness and prevent rancidity of their natural oils. Another patient, Robert, age 71, combined Brazil nuts with another simple practice, proper hydration. He began front-loading his water intake, drinking most of his daily water before 4 p.m. This allowed him to stay hydrated without increasing nighttime bathroom trips. The combination of Brazil nuts and smart hydration reduced his symptoms by nearly 80% in just 6 weeks. I used to map out bathroom locations everywhere I went, Robert told me. Now I can go out with my grandkids and actually enjoy myself without constantly scanning for the nearest restroom. His confidence returned, and with it, his willingness to engage socially again. Now, as powerful as Brazil nuts are, they become even more effective when combined with a few other prostate-supporting foods. There's a synergy that happens when you pair selenium-rich Brazil nuts with lycopene-rich tomatoes, for example. The combination reduces prostate inflammation more effectively than either food alone. Research from the University of Illinois found that men who consumed both selenium and lycopene showed a 73% greater reduction in prostate inflammation markers than those who consumed either nutrient in isolation. The researchers concluded that nutrient synergy appears to play a significant role in prostate health maintenance. I recommend what I call the prostate power trio: Brazil nuts for selenium, cooked tomatoes for lycopene, and pumpkin seeds for zinc. This combination addresses prostate inflammation from multiple angles simultaneously. The lycopene in tomatoes is particularly effective at quenching a specific type of free radical that damages prostate tissue, while the zinc in pumpkin seeds helps regulate cellular growth and supports healthy hormone metabolism within the prostate. For optimal results, I suggest having 2 to 3 Brazil nuts, a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds, and half a cup of tomato sauce or soup daily. The tomatoes should ideally be cooked, as heat processing increases lycopene bioavailability by up to 500%. A simple morning routine might include Brazil nuts with breakfast, pumpkin seeds as a mid-morning snack, and tomato sauce with lunch or dinner. One important note: patience and consistency are key. Natural approaches don't work overnight, but they also don't come with the side effects of prescription medications. Give the Brazil nuts at least 2 full weeks before expecting noticeable results, and know that the benefits typically continue to increase over 1 to 2 months of regular consumption. I encourage my patients to keep a simple symptom journal when starting this protocol. Note how many times you get up at night, how urgent your bathroom trips feel, and how satisfied you feel after urinating. These metrics will help you objectively track your progress and stay motivated as improvements appear. I've had men come to me who've tried everything: saw palmetto, beta-sitosterol, prescription alpha blockers, even considering surgery, only to find that this simple food from the Amazon provided the relief they'd been seeking all along. Take George, for instance, a 74-year-old who had been on 2 different prostate medications for 5 years. He still got up 3 to 4 times every night, and the medications caused chronic dry mouth and constipation that affected his quality of life. After just 1 month of eating Brazil nuts daily and implementing the Prostate Power Trio, he reduced his nighttime urination to just once per night. His urologist was so impressed with his improved symptoms that they discussed reducing his medication regimen. Think about what it would mean to sleep through the night again, to sit through a movie without rushing to the bathroom, to travel without mapping out every restroom along the route. These quality of life improvements are immeasurable, and they're possible without the side effects that come with conventional treatments. Consider the financial aspect as well. Prostate medications often cost $100 to $200 per month, adding up to thousands of dollars annually. Brazil nuts cost just pennies per day. Even organic, high-quality nuts are far more economical than prescription drugs, especially considering they don't come with costly side effects that might require additional treatments. If you're currently taking medication for BPH, don't stop it abruptly. Instead, talk to your doctor about gradually reducing your dosage as your symptoms improve with this natural approach. Many of my patients have been able to significantly reduce or even eliminate their need for prostate medications, but it should always be done under medical supervision. Remember, prostate health isn't just about comfort and convenience. An inflamed prostate can lead to more serious issues if left untreated, including urinary tract infections, bladder stones, or kidney damage. Taking action now with this simple natural solution can help prevent these complications down the road. Before we wrap up, I want to address something important. Some men feel embarrassed talking about prostate issues, even with their doctors. They suffer in silence, assuming it's just an inevitable part of aging that they have to endure. I want you to know that you're not alone, and you don't have to accept declining prostate health as your new normal. Prostate enlargement affects approximately 50% of men by age 60, and up to 90% of men by age 85. You're in good company, and there's no reason to feel embarrassed about addressing this common health challenge. In fact, being proactive about your prostate health is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. Thousands of men have reclaimed their comfort, confidence, and quality of sleep using the simple approach I've shared today. Your age doesn't have to dictate your health outcomes, and natural solutions can often provide relief where conventional treatments have failed. So let's recap what we've learned. Brazil nuts contain the highest natural concentration of selenium, a mineral that activates your body's antioxidant defenses and helps reduce prostate inflammation. Just 2 to 3 nuts per day can significantly improve prostate symptoms in as little as 2 weeks, with continued benefits accumulating over time. They work by reducing inflammation, modulating hormones, relaxing smooth muscle tissue, and even promoting the elimination of enlarged prostate cells. Their effectiveness is enhanced when combined with other prostate-supporting foods like tomatoes and pumpkin seeds. If you're ready to try this approach, start tomorrow morning. Add 2 to 3 Brazil nuts to your breakfast, and do it consistently every day. Keep a simple journal to track your symptoms: how many times you get up at night, how strong your flow feels, how urgent your bathroom trips are. This will help you objectively measure your improvement over the coming weeks. For even better results, implement the full prostate power trio: Brazil nuts, cooked tomatoes, and pumpkin seeds. Stay well hydrated during the day but taper off fluid intake in the evening. And give your body time to respond to this natural approach. The improvements will come gradually but sustainably. And remember, what you're doing isn't just treating symptoms. You're addressing one of the root causes of prostate enlargement. That's the power of food as medicine, and it's available to you starting with your very next meal. If this information has been valuable to you, please hit the like button and share this video with someone who might benefit. The more men who learn about natural solutions for prostate health, the fewer who will suffer unnecessarily from this common condition. Subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based natural health solutions for aging adults, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And please, leave a comment below sharing your experience with prostate issues or any questions you might have. I read every comment and do my best to respond to as many as possible. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Dr. Rachel Thompson, wishing you optimal health and renewed vitality. Until next time, take good care of yourself. You deserve it.